This is Lee with 82 Game and 12, and I'm back with another video over Thunder at Dawn, Battle of Wilson's Creek, August the 10th, 1861. This is the 5th volume in the Blind Swords American Civil War series. And this volume was designed by Claude Whalen, developer Roger Miller, art Rick Barber, Charles Keebler, Mark Mahaffey, and Richard Hanwick did the rules and charts. Revolution Games 2021. Don't forget about the sale that they have going on. It's really a great sale. I just recently received a Greater Victory, the South Mountain Battle volume, which is volume 7, I believe. And and I got it on sale. I couldn't pass it up. There's 8 volumes, and I've got all 8. And and I have sales on a regular basis, but this is really a good sale. I put the link into the comments, or not comments, but the description below the video, so you can check it there. You just go to revolutiongames.us. So, all right, now we stopped the last video in the middle of turn 4, which is the 6 o'clock turn. So we need to pull a chit to get going. So, and one thing about this game, or this battle, I should say, not just game, but there's some similarities between this and the Battle of Bull Run and mistaken identity. Just like in Bull Run, you had the uniforms for both armies had not been, officially determined or created. And so you had some forces that were wearing similar uniforms on opposite sides. And so I believe Siegel, one of the reasons his units routed is the fact that they had some units approaching them, and he thought that they were friendly when they turned out not to be. So there you have that. So there's some things here to recognize that those incidents of mistaken identity. All right, so what we have here is we've got the rebel fatigue counter-pulled chit. So I can use that possibly. Okay, next we've got Union fatigue. So they both can play fatigue on each other. Sturgis. Okay, and Sturgis is going to be looking to do he could actually do an attack, but I think he's going to do a movement instead. So if he passes, so he's got to do a command check. He's got a 3, so he's got to have a 3 or less. Roll a 2, and this is where the Confederates are going to throw in this Union fatigue on Sturgis's plans. And so with Union fatigue, we've got to so I guess it's actually, I said he's going to do a maneuver. So we're going to roll 2 dice. The colored dice for stragglers, and the other dice is going to be for what their movement is going to be. so we've got a 1. So one of the counters has to take a morale hit. Somebody does. I guess let's see who gets to choose. Okay, so I'm going to put the morale hit on the rear unit. And then their movement is going to be 5 instead of the 6 they normally get. So, okay. And what they want to do is they want to move over here on the left flank of, well, let's see, what do they want to do that? Or I think they need to move, Andrews is going to move here. I think they need to move to the right flank, not the left flank. So they need to move across to over, pull back a little bit, over in here is where they need to go to. And they're going to use that road right there, or trail, not a road, but the trail there. So let's see, we've got 2 units here. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see, 1, 2, let's see, he's here. Going up is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he goes to there. All right. So that's all of that. Next, Seagull. So we're going to pull over here to where Seagull's at. And he's going to have to roll a 4 less. He got a 4, so he's got a full activation. Let's see, the cavalry unit needs to be rallied somehow, but let's see, we're going to do an attack order. So before we do that, he gets to fire on this guy. Now he's smooth bore, so that's going to be extreme. So he's going to be firing, okay, he's quartered, so he's going to be 4 divided into 10 is 2. A little over 2, but 2.5. Okay, we got a 52. 52 at 2 is going to be a 1 or a 2. He's got a 4 minus 1 is a 3, so no effect on him on that. Okay, so firing didn't affect anybody. I think he's already been affected by the, yeah, everybody's already been affected by everything. Okay, so he's going to go, well, don't want to do that. I don't want to block my fire here. Well, I'll tell you what, we can go 1, 2, 3, well, that's going to be a +2 though. Steep slope, yeah, +2. So we can't do that. Let's go back here. Just go there then. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. 1, 2. Let's go 3. All right. Now by doing that, he's going to open up, he'd open up himself to be able to be fired on. We don't want that. So he's going to just have to go there. Okay. Defensive fire. First Arkansas against the 5th Missouri. So he's got a 4. So rolled a 66. Okay, he's going to be at a 2, so he's going to be tough. $31, tough. Okay, so he's going to be flip to battle worn, and that's it. Now, I guess one thing I've been doing wrong, I believe, is in combat, if you have a unit that becomes battle worn, they don't get to keep going on with the attack. All right, so we have defensive fire. Yeah. So it says in Rule 11C, under close combat, C, right here it says, any announced attacking units that did not retreat and that were not broken by defensive fire, okay, broken. That's, I guess maybe they do continue, because he's not broken, he's battle worn. It's the difference. Broken is going to the broken track. So yes, okay. Just being battle worn doesn't stop. He's still got to continue. So I've been doing it right. Okay, so he's still got to continue with the fight because he wasn't forced to retreat. Okay, and then up here, we've got this taking place. He's rifled. He's shaken. So he's at a 5. Okay. So he's got a strength of 5 on the defensive fire. So, okay. Rolled a 52 with a 5. Yeah. 52. And C goes 3rd. Missouri has a CR of 2. So it's going to be routine. So we roll for the routine. We get a 31. No effect. No, that's a 13. 13, he does have to retreat 1. Okay, so he's got to retreat. We would go east. All right, so we come back down here. Put that like that, down here. All right, so we've got 5 against 4. It's going to be 1-to-1. So we're at a 5. Who has a greater CR? Well, the defender does. So that's going to be down to a 4 now. SP is the who has the smooth bore, the Union. So it goes back up to 5. Okay. Defender on a higher side of a slope. Drops it down 2, so he goes to 3. So that's where we're at, a 3. All right, we got a 56. So it's going to be routine on the combat, close combat. We're going to a 55. So 55 is going to be a D result. So that means Macintosh is going to be flipped over. And a morale hit. So he goes to shaken. And he's got to retreat too. He's got to retreat. I don't know why I always get confused on this retreat business. Yeah, okay. Confederates towards the south and the west. So, yeah, this would be west. Like that. And then he could advance. We could use confident, but we're not next to anybody, so. All right, so Siegel's finished. Go to the draw cup. Time and a half. I think I have to play this immediately. Let's see. No, I played at the start of movement. Okay. So that's something I just save later, the time and a half. When I actually have somebody moving. So, okay, we got firefight. Don't have anybody right up next to each other yet at the moment, so we'll save that. Pierce. So, Pierce. Most of his units are here in the middle. They haven't activated yet. So, we have a -1. Right, still, yeah. So he has a 2 or less. He got a 2. All right, so they can, I don't think they're close enough to attack. Yeah, that's steep there. I would have to do a maneuver. So, but they could do the time and a half. Yeah, maneuver, time and a half. try to get in a position to do something against Dietzler, but all right, so time and a half. We're doing a maneuver. So and then the Union is going to use this fatigue marker. And maybe you can't use it against, let's see what it says. Doesn't say it can't be used. So it can be used. So let's see, with the time and a half, I've got to roll one dice to see if there's any stragglers. Somebody's got to take a morale hit. Okay, I rolled a 3, so no. Now I have to roll for this rebel fatigue. Okay, so the first dice, 1 or 2 is stragglers, a morale hit. The other dice are going to be actually how many they can move. Okay, we got 6 and 6, so no stragglers, and they can move 6 is all they can move, the normal amount. They don't get the time and a half actually because of that. So and they're going to move this way, I think. I think Macintosh can take care of those guys. We also have Reigns. So okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, as far as I can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And then we have this cover unit up here to do something about. Oops. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna go right there. Okay, so Pierce is done. So these markers. All right, who's next? Rebel Yell. I think I'll hold off on the Rebel Yell. Okay, we got command confusion. The Union can use. We got price. I have to roll a 3 or less. 4. So someone, I guess we'll do Cawthorn. Cawthorn will just be limited activation. Didn't get to move. The only one we have is over here. Opposite of Andrews. So next, we got the Fortunes of War. Next chit doesn't play, which is Andrews. So Andrews, due to the Fortunes of War, doesn't activate this turn. Next, we got a Firefight. Yeah. I'll hold off on that. I have to use those at the end. All right, we got McCulloch. Okay, so I activate him. He's a CIC, Commander-in-Chief. I rolled a 1, so he can activate whoever he wants. So I could activate Pierce again. Or move Reigns. Bryce should be back in the cup here. So let's see here. Let's go with Pierce, and he's going to do a attack, and they're going to use the command confusion on McCulloch and Price. So we got to roll to see what happens here. A 3 is a defend order, so they can fire, but they cannot. The most they can move is 2. So I'm going to have, these guys are all smooth bore. So we're going to have Pierce, 5th Arkansas, and the 3rd Arkansas. These 2 units side by side can fire right here. So that's 16. Okay. But they're smooth bore. So 2 is going to be extreme. So that's going to be quartered. So it's going to be 4. So they're at 4. Oh, I rolled a 62. 4. And he's got a CR3, so it's going to be routine. 65. So he's going to be battle worn. And he's got a retreat too. Let's see. Yeah. All right, now we have this unit. firing against this unit. He's got a 7. So he's actually going to be, instead of being at a 2, he's going to be at a 1. 26 is going to be a miss. Okay. No one else can fire. So, defend, let's see here. Can I engage? Yes. So I can go to engage. My movement is only 2, cavalry 4. So, let's see, that forward is going to be a +1. So basically all I can do is move across right there, and that's it. I really don't like that. This guy's going to move up here and stack. So other guys are going to move up here where they can fire. This guy will move right here. And then over here, we've got, he can move 4. I want to move him around here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back over there. All right. And let's go ahead. I got a hold fire. This is that incident about it cancels the Union's fire combat, offense or defense, from 1 hex when this is played. It may only be used twice per game. So this is the incident I was talking about where they thought the friendly units were approaching and it turned out to be the enemy. So we want to be able to use that possibly. So, all right, next we've got Price got pulled. He's got Rain, Slack, and McBride. I think that's the 3 he's got left. Yeah. So he's got a 3. Command rating of 3 because he has a -1 this turn. All right, we rolled a 2. And the Union doesn't have anything to stop us this time, so flip this over. So we've got McBride, Rains, and Slack. Slack really needs a rebuild. But I need to move Rains. So I want to be sure I get him moving up. So move this. We're going to do Rains down here, brigade, to move over here or up to support these units here in the middle. So we're going to be moving down this road, except we had to pay regular for that one, just due to the wagon, but it's all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's at 5, so we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is this? 6, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. He goes back in the cup. And guess what? He's the only one left. So we put him back out here. We re-roll, and he's got to have a 3 or less. We got a 4. So we got a limited activation with either McBride or Slack. I guess it'll be McBride. This unit here, I can't fire on him. I think he can fire on this guy though. So he's going right there. So Foster gonna fire on the first Iowa. Oops, I don't even have you up there, please. So limited activation, fire only. We got McBride here firing here at this unit, which is a Iowa unit, Dietzler's. Okay, so he's smooth bore. That's 2 hexes, so he's going to be quartered. So it's going to be a 1. 25 is going to be a miss. So, all right, so that's all of McBride. Next, I'll tell you what, the Union's going to do a firefight right here. Right, I guess that's the closest, okay. We're going to do a firefight. So we got a firefight going on here with DAWR-HG. I got to look that up, against the 3rd Arkansas. So here to here. And we just fire across the creek there. So he's at 5. 15. That's not good. 15's no effect. Oh man, that means that he gets to fire back with a 10. And he rolled a 52. Okay. And he's got a 2. That's going to be tough. 26, tough. 2 morale hits and retreat 2.
Let's go, Jason.
All right. Two morale hits. Retreat 2. Goes up that way. All right, so I've got to stop right there. I'm actually in the process of baking homemade bread, and the dough is ready to, well, it's risen, so that's what I'm doing there in between these videos. So that's the situation we're at. What do we have left? Well, we've got, and I should have used this whole fire, but I didn't. So that's what we've got left here for this turn, and I'll have to get it in the next video. Those right there. So this is Lee with 82 Gaming 12, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you later.